All right. So my name is Dave, and this is my brother Ray, and we are.
Preachers from the bleachers.
That's right. And we're here every week. Sometimes we take a week off, but we're here most weeks. And you can check us out on YouTube at youtube.com and just search for Preachers from the Bleachers, and also at anchor.fm/, Preachers from the Bleachers, which propagates out to Spotify. So
Spotify.
check us out and leave some comments. We'll be happy to reply, and contact us. We're happy to talk about sports or anything else you guys got going on. So you may notice that you see a third person here. So this week we have on Preachers from the Bleachers our first guest evangelist, the Reverend
Yes.
Jamal Isom, and we call him Iso because he will take you 1 on 5 any day of the week.
I will too.
Yeah,
Yes, I
yeah,
will.
yeah. We
Thanks for
happy to
welcoming me,
have
guys.
Jamal. I feel
I'm
all
happy.
fun.
Yes,
Yeah,
thank you. Thank you.
we had to bring some man candy on for the ladies. They
What?
got tired.
Sir.
Yeah, we had to bring
Thank you,
some
sir.
man candy on.
What
It's
about me, man? What?
it's a handsome dude,
Oh,
man.
You've been on, David.
yeah, but he's got a wife though, man. Come on.
Yes, I do have a wife. Yes. Look,
Dang, boy, that dude, I feel like a little salt right there, Dave. Like I'm
just
telling the lady, we got probably more lady viewers than there. I say I bring some man candy on. You go, he got a wife. Come on, dog. Let the ladies
okay.
dream. Let them
my bad,
dream.
my
I'm
bad.
Let the
happily
ladies
married.
dream.
Thanks for having me, guys. I appreciate the invite.
Absolutely, man. Jamal's been a friend of mine for a long time, uh,
Yes.
3 or 4 years at least, man. So we met at a bar he worked at, and I'd go up there and just watch all the games and all that. And we just started talking, and so it became this thing. We've known each other for a while now, and
Yeah.
uh, so good friends. Let's talk about some stuff. So let's talk about a little bit about Jamal. In the first episode, Ray and I told you who we are and what our team allegiances are and that kind of stuff. So Jamal, tell us a little bit about who your team allegiances and sports uh, fans are.
Okay. I grew up a diehard Dallas Cowboys fan.
Ugh.
I knew that was coming. We're not having a very good year this year. That's okay. It's all right. We so all y'all want to make fun of me? Bring it. It's cool. I get it all the time. Being a Cowboys fan is rough. Trust me. I'm also a Texas Longhorn fan, and my dad is the reason why that is. Yes, hook 'em, baby. I didn't go to the college, but the very first college basketball game or college game in general. I know I need to get one of those actually. The very first college game I ever went to, I think 6 or 7. My dad took me to a UT basketball game at the when they were in the Southwest Conference. It was
Mm,
a tournament at the old Reunion Arena.
mm.
Yeah, they were playing TCU as the first. So ever since then, I kind of fell in love with the Longhorns. And it's a rough year this year for football. Fire Tom Herman. Oh,
Fire Tom Herman.
fire Tom Herman. Man,
Urban Meyer on the way, baby. We got 10 million a year for you.
I know. I wanted Nick Saban, but Mac Brown wouldn't leave. Thank you, Mac Brown, for not allowing us to get Nick Saban. Thank
Hey,
you, sir. I appreciate that. We had already had 10 million a year on the table for Nick, but Mac didn't know if he was going to retire or whatever. So
right.
he re-signed with Bama. I'm still salty about that, but I'm slowly getting over it. And I advocated for Shaka Smart. Well, he's made me look bad. He has made me look bad, man. I was a big Shaka Smart fan when he was at which was it Virginia Commonwealth,
VCU.
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 I saw him in the Final Four when he was there.
Yeah, he ain't done nothing
Uh,
since.
uh,
Just first round exit after first round exit after first round. Just
uh,
producing first
uh,
round draft picks. I'll never
and can,
understand it. And I love seeing brothers coaching, but brother or not, you're not
we
getting it
need
done.
wins.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
need
care who
win.
get me my wins.
Yeah. It's the same thing every year. They get to the tournament, they blow 15-point lead after 15-point lead, and get bounced in the first round.
It's
And,
too big for him. It's too
it's
big
too
for
big
Shaka.
for him. He's a good recruiter, but it's the coaching just ain't there, man. It's just not there. He gets outcoached all the time, in my opinion. I also my other affiliation. I love the Dallas Mavericks. I used to. I'm starting to get back on the bandwagon. David's bringing me home.
All
Thank you,
right.
David.
You're welcome.
I wasn't sold on Luca yet, but in the playoffs, these past playoffs, I was very impressed with Luca Doncic. I can't even
Unreal.
lie. The
Yeah.
way he went at the Clippers and then the game-winning shot, I was very impressed. So I'm starting to slowly but surely come back on the Mavs bandwagon.
Right on.
I love what I saw.
And then obviously you love whatever team that Kevin
Kevin
Durant
Durant
plays
plays.
for.
Yes, that's my guy. And I just want to make this clear also. I'm not a Kevin Durant fan because he went to Texas. That's just an added bonus. I love Kevin Durant's game. That's why I'm a fan. When I saw him at Texas, I enjoyed watching him play. I like his skill set. So it's really more of his game is why I'm a fan than him. His
Just his
ability.
game, though. Just his game.
Yeah, just his game. Yeah.
Because he kind of thin skinned. As much
Oh,
as as
here we
much as
go.
I love,
Here we
hey,
go.
hey, you know what? Hey, I love him because he a Longhorn, but man, when you create a burner account, bro,
Yeah, that's.
you know what I mean?
He
Like,
owned it too. He was on the Matt Barnes show, and he was like, "Yeah, I got some burner accounts." At least he owned it though.
he did,
That's funny.
he did.
Ah,
That's funny. But yeah,
all
so
right.
congratulations, everybody.
So here we go. We brought Jamal on tonight. We're going to talk about the NBA draft. So basketball is something that's near and dear to all of our hearts. And I grew up in on Tobacco Road in North Carolina, and Dad went to Duke and all that kind of stuff. So I'm representing Duke behind me here. Ray's representing Kentucky, and of course Jamal is representing KD. So let's talk some NBA draft. Let's start it off, man. Ray, what do you think? What are you looking at? I know your Chicago Bulls had the number 4 pick. I know who you want. You want some Obi Toppin?
Obi Toppin, man.
You think
Obi Toppin at four.
you think he's dropping that far?
Yeah, he's dropping that far.
Okay.
People are enamored with the ball handler right now. Everything is,
I know.
If at 6'9", 6'8", whatever he is, if he had better dribbling skills, then he'd be the number 1 pick. I think. But
He's a stud.
right.
I like him.
Yeah, but at 4, I really like him at 4. If I had the number 1 pick, I probably wouldn't draft him at 1. I don't really see a 1. So when it comes down to me, a lot like in the NFL draft, when they draft somebody in the first round, they know they drafting somebody they think is going to be really good or going to be a bust. They gamble. They usually try to hit on the second and third round. Ain't no third round in the NBA draft. So for me, if I had the number 1 pick, I'd bite the bullet and I would draft LaMelo Ball. Because
Yes.
I think that the ceiling it could go real good. I mean, like you could have a Hall of Famer on your hand, or you could have a dude flipping hamburgers in 5 years. So, yeah, I mean, like,
you know what?
but
I think if I'm Minnesota, man, I trade that pick.
I would too.
I moved down a
well,
little
if you're
bit.
Minnesota, you definitely trade. But I think
yeah.
he's the number 1 pick. Whoever drafted him, even if you're Minnesota, you still got to draft him and try to trade somebody later, whether that be Cat or D'Angelo. But I think LaMelo just has the highest ceiling out of everybody in this draft.
I agree. Me personally, I think Minnesota's really guard heavy, so I don't really see him meshing well with D'Angelo.
Right.
So I would trade down, in my opinion. I've heard the Knicks want to move up to get LaMelo, or they could even swap picks with Chicago if they want to. They draft Obi Toppin or draft, well, I guess Obi Toppin wants to go. You want him to go to the Bulls, but if I'm Minnesota, I swap with somebody and just give that pick, give LaMelo to whoever needs a guard. That's just me. I don't think Minnesota needs a LaMelo Ball, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think Ray would be happily give up Laurie Markkinen to
well, that's
to
well,
anyway.
yeah,
I
yeah,
like
yeah.
that marketing.
I
You
do.
see that? No. I don't like 7-footers who only shoot jumpers.
You don't like stretch fours?
That's a dumbass term to me. Stretch four.
He must not be a Dirk fan.
You know what?
Oh,
not
no,
a-
not.
No, he is
Oh,
not.
oh my God.
No, I respect Dirk, but fan? No, never.
Oh.
Now, in fact,
This
probably
okay, Dave.
this is the central argument that Ray and I always have.
I probably hate Dirk for creating the stretch four.
Yeah.
Right.
Man,
But
if the guy,
you know what?
has the skill set of a guard, why make him post up? That's all I'm saying.
Because
I agree.
okay, let me explain this because obviously Jamal don't watch the show enough. You missed that segment. You missed that segment. I'm not saying that you don't shoot the three. I'm saying why take away your advantage? Your natural advantage is being taller than everybody. Use that too. You still shoot the three.
That whole finals run, he was in the post. The whole finals run.
No, dog, that ain't the post, man. The post is low block and scoring with 2 feet in the paint. That on the elbow.
Not the post.
Hey man, I used to date a 6'8". I
There's
used to
other
date a
ways to
6'8" girl
score the post.
from Iowa State. I used to
It's
date a
point
6'8" girl
side.
from Iowa State. She played on the low post, on the
Let me ask you
elbow.
a question.
That's
Hold
for
on.
the ladies.
Let me ask you a question. So does Michael Jordan have a post game?
On the low block. He
Okay.
did.
How many of those were layups?
What you mean? How many was layup? Quite a
How
few.
many Michael Jordan post ups were layups?
Quite a few. About
And what did
50-50.
they play?
About 50-50.
Oh my God. Jordan is known for the turnaround fade.
The
Just because
fadeaway.
he's not dunking on
Jordan
people in
is
the
known for
not
getting
getting
buckets, period.
Hey, that's true.
That happened in the last third of his career.
That's where Kobe
I'm just
learned that
saying,
fade.
there's other versions of post game. It's not just backing somebody down
Not
and
when
hitting
you're
a layup.
7 foot, bro. It's only one.
Oh my gosh. If
Okay.
I'm
Anyway, hey, let's talk some
layup,
draft. Let's talk some draft.
it's two. Last time I checked.
All right. Let's talk some draft. So,
Okay.
I
We
mean,
got topics.
I was that's no, we can argue about this all night, and we frequently do. So,
Man, I'm with you, Dave.
all right. So, number 2 pick, man, going to Golden State Warriors. You know what? I kind of think they're guard and shooter heavy,
Yeah.
but the projections are they're like going to take Anthony Edwards or another shooter, man. If I'm them, I think I'd take a big guy, man. I mean, like a running big guy, like a 4 who can move or a center who can move. What do you guys think?
See,
Jamal,
if I'm the Warriors, I would get Obi Toppin. That's just me. They keep saying Wiseman, but man, Obi Toppin could play, man. And with him, Draymond, Clay, and Steph, like that's a nice forward, in my opinion.
That's what I was thinking too.
Why would you like him for them when, I mean, like, they say Wiseman is the best big man. I don't know about that.
I don't
the guy
know
from
on that.
what's the guy from USC? I can't think of his name right now.
I got it right here. Hold on. Let me see. I think I can't pronounce. I'm gonna butcher his name. So I apologize.
Okongwu.
Yeah, it's
Okongwu.
Yeah, Okongwu. Yeah, I hope I said that right.
I think that's the best big man in the draft.
I totally agree.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
It ain't Wiseman, and so like I know why they. Obviously, I want Obi Toppin, so I understand why Golden State would want him. But to me, I just think that he starts at 4. I don't think he should go higher than 4. You know,
because that's where the Bulls are.
No, I mean, we were at 7, Dave, into the deal because I was like, can he please drop the 7? And then they pulled the ping pong balls and we was at 4. That's just is what it is. I just don't think he a top 3. Like everybody, again, you like Obi Toppin for 2. I can't argue it. But I think the other guy's a better big man. The reason why I think they like Edwards is because I think they just want to continue doing what they've been doing. You know what I mean?
Edwards would be a good fit for Golden State too because he can shoot the 3 real well.
Yeah. I don't like him at all.
I'm not a big Anthony Edwards fan either. I think he takes too many bad shots.
On a Golden State, that ain't gonna work, bro.
Nah,
that ain't gonna work. He probably need to go somewhere where he could be at least the 2. Option number 2, where you could take some bad shots and the coach just got to live with it because we developing. Golden State trying to win. They need somebody to come in and fit a need and a role that they got right now. If they don't draft nobody, they still already a top 3 team.
Yeah.
So
they stay healthy.
Correct. They trying to find somebody that's gonna add and make us the number 1 team in the West.
That's what I just think, man. They need a guy who can get a few rebounds, maybe block a shot or 2, and run with them and finish big. If they need somebody to do that, that's why I don't think they need another guard, another shooter from the outside. Somebody can play inside a little bit, maybe stretch it occasionally, but help them out inside like Iguodala used to do, or like that.
And see, that's why I like Toppin because Toppin fits a lot of that. He can shoot the 3. He can post up real well. He'll get you rebounds. He's a nice defender in the low post. I think he fits well with them because they didn't win a championship with a good center. They had Bogut and McGee.
Can you? I still feel like if you have the number 2 pick, you're still supposed to be drafting for the future too. Like so that I think.
Obi Toppin can play, man.
Can you do both? Is he a number 1 option in 5 years when Clay and Steph are no longer Clay and Steph?
I'm not sure there's any number 1 options in this draft. in 5 years. Maybe you
Maybe
might find a
LaMelo.
diamond in the
And
rough.
that's the reason why
Right.
LaMelo's number one, because he's the
Yeah.
only one that
He's got the
might be
biggest
there.
upside.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like Dave talked about this many times. I don't like Wiseman because he got lady shoulders, man. His shoulders kind of
Yeah, they
angled
compare him
down.
to Chris Bosh. Y'all see that? I see a little Chris Bosh comparison.
If he
He
was
was
Chris
thin.
Bosh, I would be all about that life. if I thought he was Chris Bosh, I would be. But the comparison I seen was Hassan Whiteside, and you don't draft Hassan Whiteside at all. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, so we're gonna draft Hassan Whiteside with a top 5 pick? No,
No.
no.
That's a second round pick.
That's a second round pick. So if that's what the comparison, if Chris Bosh is, if you seen a comparison for Chris Bosh Day, yes, I'd be all about that life. I think that I would draft him. If they believe he the next Chris Bosh, draft him. As a matter of fact, you should probably trade up from 2 to 1 to do it, just to make sure.
Yeah.
See, I don't know, man, because I try to watch the highlights of all these players to get caught up. But the highlights I saw of Wiseman, he runs the floor good, he rebounds well, he defends well. I don't see the mid-range jump shooting like Chris Bosh had. But they say he can shoot it. I didn't see that. And
I
he only
didn't see
played
that.
3 games either.
That's the other problem. You played 3
3
games at
games.
Memphis, and it ain't like you in the 3 games you played Duke, Kentucky, and Arizona. You know what I mean? Like you played 3 games against some people that you should have scored 25 points.
South Carolina State.
I mean, like, come on, bro. So it's hard to judge. Yeah, it's really hard to judge what Wiseman really is.
And there were no camps this year. There were no, none of that stuff.
No,
So I mean,
none.
you can't put him through a workout. And I know Ray's not a big fan of that anyway, but there wasn't any tape on the guy, so you need something. So, man, I was looking at one of these websites today, and they got Chicago at number 4 taking Killian Hayes, a point
We ain't
guard.
taking no French guys.
I know, man.
No,
I'm not a fan
German.
of his either. They got him
He's
high in this
German.
draft. I watched his highlight. I was not impressed.
I ain't taking no French guy.
Y'all are guard heavy.
but-
Chicago got like 6 point guards.
I know, right? What do you need? You don't need another point guard, man. What the
No.
hell is that?
Kobe
I'm like-
White. What's the other guy's name? Denzel Valentine.
Hold on,
Valentine.
bro. We got 2 guards. Period.
And
We got
Lavigne-
Kobe and we got
Diacono.
Zach.
Yeah.
We got Kobe and we got Zach. We ain't got nobody else.
Oh yeah,
all
Zach,
all the
Zach
rest of them
Levine.
dudes gonna be in the G League next year.
seriously. Chicago is so guard heavy.
Man, I think we look at my fear for my team is they gonna draft the what's his name, Dendi or Da Vinci from Israel or wherever he at.
Yeah,
That's my
Denny Avija.
Denny. That's his name.
Yeah, Avija
Yeah,
or
Denny.
something.
It's
like
too many D's in there. To be
But you know what? The dude is 6'9". So I was looking at some of the profiles on some of these cats, man. A lot of these guards coming out are like 6'3", 6'2", 6'4", shooting guard, blah, blah, blah. And then I look at the guy that Killian Hayes, and he's like a 6'5" point guard. I like that a lot better than some of these, 6'4", 6'5" shooting guards. Because it's not a big point guard, but it's a bigger point guard than
6'5"
typical.
is solid.
Yeah.
6'5" is solid. Kobe White is 6'5" right now.
I mean, I like that, man. I mean, that's why, I'm looking at this guy going 6'5" point guard. I like that a lot better than 6'5" shooting guard.
I like our new GM. I like our new coach. So whoever we draft,
I'm a huge Billy Donovan fan, by the way.
I'm gonna go ahead and give him. I'm gonna let him do his thing. His first year, whoever he draft, I saw what he helped build in Denver. So if he happened to draft dude, I'm gonna say maybe he knows something I don't. I mean, if it's possible, if we could trade the number 4 pick for Michael Porter, I'd be all about that. I believe Michael Porter is the future.
Michael Porter Jr., man.
I do too.
So,
That kid's good.
I mean, like you really can't pay them all, Denver. You can't pay all 3 of them cats.
Well, I think they're letting Jeremy Grant walk, I believe. That's just a guess, but he already opted out of his contract next year. I think Jeremy Grant's gone. That'd be a dude I want. I want the Mavs to get Jeremy Grant, in my opinion. I love that guy. Defend, can shoot the 3, rebound. He runs the floor well. Like, he'd be a perfect fit in Dallas.
Well, we have great role players here already. So, he could probably step into the starting lineup, but
I'd switch him out for Maxi Kleber all day long.
Yeah.
I like Maxi, though. I do like Maxi, but
I like him until the playoffs.
Grant would be definitely upgrade on that.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, all right, let's move down the list here and see who else we got. They got the Cavs taking Denny, the cat from Tel Aviv, which, man, they need some size too, I guess, man. Kevin Love ain't going to be there forever.
Cavs need a new owner, period.
Yeah, that's true. Well,
Yeah.
who needs a new owner is the Knicks. But
For real, I cannot stand James Dolan.
I don't know how
Yeah.
but he's never going to get 4 billion for the team. That's the problem. Is that like if you buy the Knicks, you got to
Man, I'd
buy
buy the Knicks for $4 billion right now if I had it.
you got to buy
Why
the
he not getting
stadium.
4 billion?
I don't know, man. I mean, you said last week we talked, a couple weeks ago we talked about Utah got like 1.6 billion something,
And
which
One point six billion. Yeah.
yeah,
so
that's
and when you get the Knicks, you get more than the Knicks.
I know you get more than Knicks, but I mean that's a lot to lay out when you're buying the Knicks organization. Man, the guy is out there that will buy it. I just don't know. We haven't found that cat yet. That guy hasn't sold his .com yet for that $5 billion. That's going to allow him to, that like Mark Cuban, his
Right.
broadband.com or whatever it was that he was able to buy the Mavericks after selling. So the guys out there that can buy it. I don't know that Dolan will ever sell it because he I guess
He
he
had,
likes being there, but nobody likes him. Everybody hates him. The Knicks fans hate him.
Because
but he
he
has a,
inherited it from his daddy.
yeah,
He
but
has a daddy inheritance.
he don't own the team. He the CEO of the company that owns the
You're
team.
right.
So he has to be fiscal responsible and at least hear any offers that are made. If
Yes.
somebody's offering 4 billion, he can't just say no. Shareholders gotta he's gonna be a
Yeah.
new CEO.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna be a new CEO. You
It,
didn't
it's
listen to the offer?
it's like the Jerry Jones thing, man. You're never going to get rid of the guy when you're the guy. You're never going to
True.
fire yourself.
He did
Never.
fire himself.
James Dolan?
Stephen Jones run the team.
Well, he just got old. He didn't
That's
fire
true. Yeah.
himself. He retired.
But Stephen does run the team.
Yeah.
Uh,
Pretty much. Yeah.
but
And
for a
former
long
player.
time, he wouldn't fire himself, right? Then you get my point. I mean, he's like, no, I'm not going away. I'm doing a terrible job, but I'm not going anywhere. All right. So Atlanta Hawks, I don't think we care about them. I think Atlanta's looking pretty good, man. They got a good setup going on. They got Collins. They got your boy. Who's your boy?
Trey Young. I
Trey
love how you
Young.
just forget his name.
Yeah.
Who's that guy again? He
What's
just
his
averages 30 and 9. That's it.
that dude? So you know what? I'm kind of looking forward to the Hawks, man. I want to watch them play.
Yeah.
It's been so long since they were good, man, and they've just been mired in a non-winning franchise for ever since Dominique Wilkins was gone. So, but they got some young talent now. I like to see what they're going to do with that. And they're in the East, so and the South, so they got a shot.
I think
And
I
the
think they're
East
really
is.
high on Isaac Okoro out of Auburn, which they need because Trey Young, as good as Trey Young is, he is not a defender. So a nice wing that could defend, ones, twos, and threes would fit
Yeah.
really nicely with them. So I think that would be a
Be a
good
perfect
start
fit
for
in
them.
Atlanta. Yeah,
Let's see.
I agree with
This
that.
the site that I was looking at here has Tyrese Halliburton going there.
Which I wouldn't probably touch. I ain't drafting nobody from Iowa. Iowa
Yeah.
State.
See, I
If you,
watched his film, man. I was not impressed with him either. Too
it,
lanky. He's
it's
slow. Oh
it
no,
seems
man,
like
no.
it seems like this draft is one, maybe three players max that you think are gonna. All the rest of these cats look like they seven, eighth men, and they need 2 or 3 years to
You're right.
develop. They
Yeah.
need to develop into a six man. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I don't know if this the draft I would want
I
to
think
be
it's a
in.
really weak draft. There's a
It's
lot
a
of
It is
role
it's kind
players
of a
in this
weak
draft.
very weak.
draft to me.
Very.
I ain't trying to drive too many damn role players, man.
So
Seriously,
all
there's
right.
only 5 guys in this draft I actually do like.
Right.
All right. Well, name them.
Oh, sorry. I know.
You said
Obviously,
it. You said I got five.
yeah.
You got five
Lamelo
on it. Who you
Ball
got?
is the top of my list. I like Lamelo, Anthony Edwards, Obi Toppin. This kid I like from I saw him today. His name Jaden McDaniels out of Washington. Big fan
Mm-hmm.
of him too. Yeah, he's good. And they have him low, man. I watched this film.
Yeah, I
They
do.
have him on my mock draft. They got him at 25. I think he's a top 10 pick in my opinion, but that's just me. And then the other kid I like, where yeah, I like Onyeku. I keep butchering his name.
Yeah.
Onyeka Okongwu. Yes, those are my 5 right there that I like. The rest of them, nah, I'm just not feeling it.
Yeah. I'm with you, man. I like Obi. Lamelo, man. Guy needs to work on his shot, but he's got the most, uh, you know, probably upside in the whole draft. I
Yeah,
like a couple of the big guys too. I want to see the guy from Tel Aviv. I want to see a Kongwu, or if I could say it right. Wiseman, I don't care too much about, but there's a couple of
yeah,
big guys.
I'm not big. fan of Wiseman.
There's a
There's
couple
another
big
kid I
guys.
like too. In this mock draft, they got him going to the Mavs. Tyrell Terry from Stanford.
Why do I know that name? Oh, okay.
I watched this film, man. He looks a lot like Steph Curry. Good ball handler, can shoot off the dribble. Yeah, he's a stud. They got him going to the Mavs. If the Mavs got him, I'll be ecstatic. This kid's solid.
Who they gonna get rid of? They gonna get rid of your boy,
Who?
David.
Seth.
Not Seth.
Oh,
They
Seth. I
not
would
Seth.
say.
Not Seth.
I
Not
think
Seth.
this kid's better than Seth. Pair
They,
this
they,
kid with Luca. Oh
they,
man.
the guy from
Seth is
Villanova.
good.
What's the guy the champion? He was
Oh,
won in college.
Brunson, Jalen Brunson.
You hate Brunson.
I don't
I
hate
like
him.
Brunson.
My
I would
thing
take
is
this
that
kid over Brunson though.
at the time they took Brunson, I was thinking they should have taken Gary Trent Jr. because he was there.
You know what? I'm with you on that, David. I wasn't sold on Gary Trent Jr. until I saw him in the playoffs. That kid can play.
He can play, but you know why they took Bronson, and what he does
Because he's
is
a champion. He's got
he makes
experience.
he makes
And then
winning
one of the
plays.
backup point guards
He
too.
makes
to replace
winning
Bread.
plays.
He absolutely does. I got nothing against
Does
Brunson.
he hit shots? Does he? He just make
Gets to the
winning
hole.
plays.
They
He's
wanted
like-
somebody to replace JJ Barea.
He's like a younger
Correct.
JJ
That's
Barea. Exactly what I was going to say.
But listen, you know I don't like no damn JJ.
I know
like
you don't like JJ.
a 25-year-old me and a 25-year-old JJ. I'll tear his ass up.
He
But
JJ Barea in the playoffs was good, but I thought they overextended him after that playoff run. I'm like some guys need to get a little bit more minutes than Barea.
he old now, though.
Yeah, that was just my knock on Barea. But before
need
that,
to go
he was real.
But you know what? When he came in, stuff changed, man.
Yeah, I agree with that.
When he came in the game, every time, like all of a sudden we go on a run.
Yeah.
He makes the right plays. He hits the shot. He gets to the hole. He gets to the free throw line. He makes the pass to get to the open guy.
He's one of the best pick and roll guards in the game. That kid will kill you on pick and rolls, man. I don't know how he does it.
Because you have to.
He will kill anybody.
Because that's all he can do.
Yeah.
All right.
That's what I teach. He got to play in Little League, pick and roll. That's what we do in Little League. Let's pick and roll. Come on, dog.
So moving on.
Hit
They got Isaac Okoro going to your Washington Wizards at 9. So that's who, as you said, you like. Like I said, I like a couple of the big guys. So there's some guys that were later on in the draft that are, big guys that are like 6'9" runners and stuff like that I kind of dig. Anybody else you guys are really thinking about?
I like all the Texas boys.
Yeah.
I like Tyrese Maxey.
My boy RJ Hampton from my hometown.
I love
Little
RJ
L Texas,
Hampton.
baby.
And not a Texas boy. I love Cole Anthony. I don't care what y'all say. I think Cole Anthony is going to be somebody going to draft Cole Anthony after the 10th pick, and they going to say, "Dang, how did he go 13?"
They got him like going way lower than that, and I'm like,
who is that? What site are you looking at?
I'm on NBADraft.net.
Yeah,
I got Cole Anthony going 15th to Orlando.
I don't like this site that I'm on, but it's NBC Sports, but they had him like lower than that. And I was like, really? There's no way. So yeah, I think Cole
if somebody draft Cole Anthony after the 10th pick, that's gonna be the steal of the draft. I ain't saying he gonna score 25 and 10 assists, but what he gonna do for where he's picked at, if he's picked after 10, that's a steal.
Yeah. These guys have him at 22, and I was like, "What the hell is he doing now?"
When the Bulls were still picking 7th, that's who I wanted at number 7.
Yeah,
let me
Cole.
Take Cole, put him in. I would move Zach to 3 and put him and Kobe in the backcourt and just go with it. Let's roll that ball out and see what happens.
Y'all got too many guards, man.
We only got 2 guards. The rest of them cats don't count, bro.
In my mock draft, they got.
we ain't got no forwards either. I'm still trying. You want Laurie? I will send them to you. You got a bag of chips?
I'll take him over KP. At least I know he'll stay healthy.
No, Laurie's been out, bro. I
like KP, huh?
Laurie,
is healthy.
No, he missed the third. In his time, he's missed the third of his time that he should have played.
Yeah.
And I don't want nobody that can't rebound, dog. You can't be.
Yeah, I feel you on that. Rebounding is a must.
I rebound, man.
Big on rebounds too.
I mean, like I'm willing to keep Wendell.
Yeah.
I'm willing to keep Wendell. You remind me of Wendell Carter. Remind me of a young Bill Cartwright. Like it's not pretty. It's just effective.
Yeah.
It's just
He gonna
effective
rebound, block some shots.
Yeah.
Yes.
and foul you real hard.
Yes.
That was a ugly shot, Bill Cartwright.
We
Yeah,
gonna
that
have
crowd
we gotta
went
do,
in too, man.
we gonna have to do a all about the Benjamins ugliest shots.
That'd be a cool segment. Ugliest shots ever.
So
Ugliest.
are you familiar with Jamal with the All About the Benjamin segment?
No,
So basically, it's like a Mount Rushmore of whatever it is your subject is. But instead of a Mount Rushmore, there's a ranking, and you put them on your bills: the $1 bill, the $5 bill, the $10 bill, $20 bill, a 50, and 100. So
Okay.
your 100 is your top guy, your $1 bill is your lower guy, but that's your top six. So it's like a Mount Rushmore, but it's by dollar
Plus two.
amounts.
I like that.
Plus
I'm out where plus two. So,
So
yeah. So
that is a Preachers from the Bleachers original.
I like
So
that.
all right, so we're enjoying the NBA draft. What else you guys got for the NBA draft? Any surprises you think is going to happen? Anybody's going to move up real high or drop?
I have
And
a feeling the Knicks might trade up. I don't know why.
because they trying really hard to.
because
Yes.
and
I mean,
Minnesota's probably going to trade
I
that
mean,
pick.
they ain't got nothing to give.
They got
What they
like
gonna?
No, they don't.
Who they gonna
they're,
give you? Dennis Smith Jr.? No, that
yeah,
ain't gonna work, bro.
they're still trying to
They
He can't
convince
stay healthy
everybody.
either.
Yeah, they're still trying to convince everybody they won that trade with the Mavericks. Oh, hey, look what we got, man. Yeah,
Has
well,
he
we
even
got
ain't
played?
no.
Westbrook.
I
Has
ain't
he
never
even
seen
played?
that day. I
I
ain't never
have.
seen.
Like three
There's
I
games.
people.
heard it.
Got hurt, didn't he?
There's people trying to convince you that Atlanta won the trade with
Mavericks.
Trey Young,
Yeah.
and I
That
can't.
worked out for both teams, so I can't.
Yeah, I can't say they lost it because I mean Trey Young numbers look just as good as Luca's, and they still got another pick. Like,
Yeah,
so you know what I
they
mean?
did
Like,
get that other pick.
yeah,
So
That's number 6 this year.
that's number 6. So whoever number 6 is Trey Young, number 6 versus Luca. So number 6 ain't even got to play that well. If he come out and get you 10-4, then all right, y'all won the trade.
all right, so anything else you guys want to talk about in the draft? And we got some other maybe NBA stuff to talk about too. But like I said, any surprises you guys think? Any high risers, low droppers? I'm disappointed. The Duke guys, I thought Vernon Carey might go like mid first round, but probably not. I know Duke had to get rid of some guys.
See, I
And
got Vernon Carey going to Milwaukee in the first round of my mock draft.
he
That'd
At
be
might,
24.
nice. That'd be
yeah,
nice for them.
yeah. But what's Edney? Not Edney. I always say
Edwards.
Jones. Trey Jones. So if he'd have left last year, he probably would have gone mid first round somewhere. And now, like, he's stuck around another year. And he's probably going to be the second round at best. Like,
Got to go when you hot.
I
Yeah, I
know,
got
but
him
I
at
mean, like,
48 to Golden
like,
State.
like as much as I like Tyrese Maxey, I don't think he is as you know what I mean. Like he really is a role player. Like,
yeah,
but
I'm
if he
not a
stuck,
big
if he'd have
Tyrese
stuck
Maxey fan.
around, if he'd have stuck around at Kentucky and BJ Boston is coming to town, bro, he'd have instantly went from the number 1, number 2 option to like 3 or 4. We got
and
we got we
Stan,
got we got Sar Olivier coming in from Vanderbilt. He gonna be like a he's like Tim Duncan light, very fundamental, very sound, 7-footer, play with 2 feet in the paint. Talking
yeah.
about like
Here
so
we
yeah,
go.
man. He had to go. Like sometimes you just gotta go when you
Well,
got to strike when iron is hot.
and the Duke players, man, I mean, they got to leave because look, you got this massive class coming in behind you of a
Correct.
5-star guy like Cassius Stanley left, and he's probably going to be, late first round, early first round pick. And just they did not play well together this year. So, but they got to go because there's new guys coming in. They're going to take your time. So, I mean, good luck to you. What's that? That was that point guard we saw that played for Houston in the summer league a couple years ago. Came out of Duke. Um, he played 1 year and should have stuck around another year. He's fast as hell, but the dude can't shoot. He can get to the hole, but he can't shoot. And I forgot his name already. If really, really good at getting to the hole, giving up the ball to the right guy, making the right place, but he can't shoot.
I could find that for you.
I can't remember his name.
While you looking for that, Jamal, let me ask the question: where the hell is Chris Paul going?
I
Oh
heard he's
man,
getting
Suns.
he either might go to man I forget.
The
Thunder,
Suns are talking about it.
I saw the Sixers. I can't remember the other team I saw him going to.
Sixers, Thunder, Lakers, Clippers.
I heard it's Suns.
and
Suns,
Milwaukee.
thank you, David. Suns and Sixers. I saw.
Well, the Suns actually had conversation.
Yes, they
Him
have.
and the Suns, but they still trying to work that out. That's a lot of money he
You talking
owes.
about Austin
But
Rivers? You're not talking about Austin Rivers, right, David?
No. It
Yeah.
was like
Okay.
two years ago.
Okay. Let's see.
well, where you
Yeah.
want to see Chris Paul go?
Man, you know what? I tell you what. If I'm
I
Chris
said
Paul,
Milwaukee.
Milwaukee. I agree.
yeah. Oh yeah. There you go.
Take the ball out of Giannis' hands. Can you see? Oh my gosh, it'd be Lob City cheese style. Like it'd be lobs just left and right.
Yeah, man. That would be fantastic. I don't know why they won't go after him. I would rather have him than Eric Bledsoe. Eric Bledsoe is so disappointing in the postseason.
Well, all I can say is if I'm Chris Paul, I don't want to go to the Suns. I know they got
But
good
he
young.
prefers the Suns.
That's fine.
Him and Devin
I
Booker.
said, yeah,
He prefers the Suns.
yeah, man.
I heard today.
DeAndre
I heard today the reason why he don't want to go to the Lakers is because they already established as a champion. He said he don't want to look like a ring chaser of that nature. He said the Suns played well in the bubble, looked good. He said they looked like they're ready to take the next step.
They did.
He just thinking, hey, me dribbling and as you say, Jamal, me putting DeAndre Ayton in the right spot and dishing to Devin Booker on the wing.
Dude.
I don't think they win in the ring, but they gonna be in the playoffs, just like Oklahoma City.
Of course, they're gonna be in the
he would
playoffs.
make DeAndre
Say
Ayton
of
so
course,
much better.
but yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, they've gotten much better. I mean, and they look great in the bubble. But and if you add Chris Paul, definitely they're going to be in the playoffs, man. But I tell you what, man, I just
definitely it's the West.
it is the West, but they can make it.
That's
they
a
can make
legitimate accomplishment.
But you add a third star with a great rebounder and a Devin Booker out of this world. Yeah,
Trevon Duval.
Trayvon Duval.
Yeah,
I was going to tell you. I found it. Yeah, Trayvon Duval.
Oh, okay. Sorry,
dude is fast, but he cannot shoot.
No.
But yeah, I mean, like I said, if I'm Chris Paul, I don't want to go there. Honestly, since Barkley left, I mean,
but he does.
That's fine. I said if I am Chris Paul. I didn't say Chris Paul. I said if I am Chris Paul. If I'm in that situation, I don't want to go there, man, because I just see the Phoenix Suns as a losing organization. They're one of those teams. They're always in the freaking lottery because they're at the bottom of the league.
They won't be if he there though.
They won't be. They
got a good coach. I love me some Monty Williams.
Monty Williams can coach.
Man.
I do like Monty Williams. I do like Monty Williams. But they have just had this losing mentality, like the same guys that are always at the bottom of the league. We have this discussion all the time.
David, they got a nice squad, man. They got Kelly Oubre Jr.
Yeah, we are not disagreeing with you. What we're saying is they
makes them better.
The next step.
Okay.
And then that's taking the next step without Chris Paul. Now you take the next step with Chris Paul. All that you're talking about is no longer true.
We'll see.
Yeah, give them a draft pick and Ricky Rubio, and we in there.
All right. Okay. So let's. Okay. So Chris, I think we all agree, though. I think I like Chris Paul with Milwaukee.
Milwaukee.
Too. Yeah, I do too.
Milwaukee.
And I had that here. I had that here, that Chris Paul stuff. So, but let's see what else. Westbrook, your boys Westbrook and Harden have expressed reservations about the direction of the Rockets. I'm like, so.
Well, just Harden.
Not a fan of either. I could care less.
I know.
My issue is, you if you ain't part of the solution, you part of the problem. So we ain't won, and you're the common denominator that's been here all the times that we haven't won.
That's right.
Set up and play.
Well, here's the thing about that too. It's you're not going to stop playing the way that you play because the coach or the GM changes. No. I mean, Harden is not going to stop doing what he does. Westbrook is not going to doing what he does.
Correct.
So what difference does it make what direction the team is going? You're the guys on the court playing the way you do. You're always going to play that way.
Yes,
that's right.
Y'all are always hurt. Westbrook stays hurt.
Yeah.
Stays hurt. James Harden crying for calls. You're not going to get them calls in the playoffs, man. You're just not.
I'm not going to say anything about Westbrook. He just got there. But I'm not even mad that you questioning the direction of the team. I'm mad about we don't need to hear it. like that's something that should be kept inside the organization because you're part of it.
Yeah.
You're part of it. whatever the direction is, that's on you too.
That's right. You
So
are the direction of the team. You're the top two
y'all
players.
wouldn't blow it up.
No, you got two players of that caliber. No, you try to add another piece, and
I would probably try to trade Westbrook. I'm never going to trade somebody that can give me 30 on any night. But I look at it.
To get Harden in Philly.
That's because Morey is over there. That ain't going to happen. What Phoenix need to do, and what a lot of teams got to do, but when you have so much money on your cap, is you got to find somebody in the G League that can ball. Daniel House, they found in the G League. But,
he's good.
But you got to find these low rent ballers. I mean, that's what they can ball out, but they ain't making that loot yet. You got to find them. Every couple years, you need to find you 2 or 3 of them because Harden make a lot of money. Russell Westbrook make a lot of money. I think they both. It's 3 years left. I think they both owe like 130 each.
That's insane, man. They both supposed to make like 39 to 40 mil next year.
That's a lot of. So how can you bring? And you don't have Daryl Morey doing whatever wizard math that he be doing. So I don't know where you're gonna find the players at. So you say blow it up, Dave. I'm thinking like
I say blow it up. Blow it up.
Would they be different if I got rid of Russell Westbrook and got some picks? I think they still probably be the same, right where they at.
But see, my thing is that they've tried this same song and dance for years, and then they're not winning. So you got rid of Daryl Morey, you got rid of D'Antoni. I'm sorry, but those two guys gone, I'm blowing it up. If I'm going in a new direction in the front office and the coaching staff, I might as well go in a new direction with my players.
I don't think Harden is ever going to win a championship as the number one guy on his team. I don't.
So let me propose the trade for you.
And Westbrook too.
Would you Harden for Ben Simmons straight up?
It depends. Am I getting rid of Russ too?
No.
I'm not gonna pair him with Russ. I got 2 not bad shooting guards.
But if you're Philly, you make the deal?
I would, yeah.
Dave?
Harden and Embiid will work together.
You think so?
Yeah,
Harden
can space the floor for Embiid that Ben can't do.
So, I think you got. What do you say? I'm sorry.
I agree with Jamal.
I said that Harden can give spacing on the floor to Embiid that Ben Simmons can't provide.
Harden and Embiid is a much better combo than any of the Houston combos and Philly combos that we've had.
Yeah.
So what I was about to say was yes, I probably do that deal, and I was going to say something to that effect is that it would probably open stuff up a lot more for Embiid. So yes, I make that deal if I'm Philly.
All right, so let's make the deal. What are you going to do with Russell Westbrook, Jamal?
Trade him to the Knicks
for a bag of chips.
Man,
you gonna leave Ben Simmons by himself?
See, that's the part I haven't figured out yet. I would trade him to the Knicks, but I don't know what I want back.
You got to trade somebody.
You can get whatever pick they got right now. I'm sure they'll take it.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Where the Knicks at 5, 6?
What about?
Where they at?
I think they're at 9. 9.
Don't matter. If you Houston, I would make that deal too. I send Russell to New York with all his crazy fashion.
Yeah, they're at 8. They're at 8.
Yeah, I would make that pick if I was New York because they got all the cap room. So
they need a box office player. They have nobody that is on the team that'll fill their stadium or arena.
That's
trade Russell Westbrook. There you go. Build around him.
So
he's
now
in the
you
East.
got Ben Simmons. Who are you picking with the 8th pick?
If I'm the Knicks,
yeah.
Oh,
who you hoping to get at 8 that go well with Ben Simmons?
I thought we said Ben Simmons.
On my draft, they got Tyrese Halliburton right there. I'm not real sold on him, man. That's the Iowa State kid. Like I said, I like the kid from Washington. I would take Jaden. Where's it at? Jaden McDaniels. That's who I would draft if I'm the Knicks.
You like Jaden a lot over there.
Where are you going to play Ben Simmons? Are you going to play him at point guard?
Yeah, he's a good point guard, man. He's got great court vision. He runs the floor real
well.
How is
he not a good point guard?
He's unselfish.
Don't he average like 9 assists?
He can
it's a lot of points.
Wait.
We're drafting LaMelo Ball number 1. He can't shoot.
He's a better shooter than Ben Simmons, though.
He is. I
Okay.
mean, Ben Simmons is bad, and he can't shoot free throws either. So, so here's the deal. Here's the deal, Jamal. Let me talk to you about this. Let me
Okay.
explain to you this.
Okay.
And Ray doesn't like Dirk Nowitzki because he's 7 foot and shoots outside. Yet Ben Simmons is 6'10" and plays outside and can't shoot.
What's your point?
My point is
I don't
that
see your point.
but I'll
Let him finish. Let him finish.
my
He
point
shouldn't be
is,
pausing like that. If you're gonna make a dramatic point, make the point.
hey, I'm making the point in my way. I will use my drama as I want to.
Dramatic pause.
The thing is, like, Ray's deal's like, oh, you're this size. This is where you should play. This is, I mean, and that's like, you're 7 foot, Dirk. You should play in the
Stay
paint.
with
This is what
Ben.
you.
Stay
But
with Ben.
I'm staying with Ben. The point is, you don't like it for Dirk, but you're okay with a 6'10" guy who should be a power forward playing point guard. And
I
it
don't
makes no
I don't
sense
understand nothing you're saying right now. I don't.
How do you not understand that?
No, I don't. I just don't. I don't understand what you're
because
saying.
according to your rules for
My point guard
Dirk,
don't have to shoot though.
he's
No,
six
I'm
foot
with Ray
10.
on that. I'm
He's
actually with
six
Ray on
foot
that.
10. He shouldn't be playing point guard. Like you're 7 foot. Oh,
You
you
just
shouldn't be
said at the
playing
beginning
guard.
of the show, I like these big guards. Now all of a sudden you don't.
Come on. You're always talking about Dirk shouldn't play
My
outside
point
because
guard
he's
doesn't
7 feet
have to
tall.
shoot.
I don't
That's
care.
not his
He
responsibility.
shouldn't be
That's
point
his
guard.
third job.
According
That's
to
his
your
third
rules,
damn job.
according to your rules, Ray, he should not be playing point guard because he's 6'10".
No, he should
Yes,
be.
that's
That's not what I
exactly
said,
what you
bro.
talk about
That's the
all the time.
opposite of my damn
It
rule.
is not. It is exactly what you say. Dirk should not
I
be
said
shooting outside.
if he's 6'10", he should score in the paint. Guess what the hell Ben does? He scores in the paint.
He sits outside
He
and plays point
scores in
guard
the paint.
Ben
occasionally.
does have good. Ben does have good
He
post game.
does exactly. That's why
Like
he
I
should be playing
said.
power
So don't
forward.
say I said this when I said that. He's 6'10" and he's scoring the paint. He hit the button.
Oh, I can't hear you. We can't hear you.
Now.
Yes. Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
So, yeah, 6'10", power forward.
That scores in the paint.
You're a snob on size, and then when it doesn't work for you, you change your mind.
You're not. You're lying on me, Dave.
I'm not
He's
lying on anything.
10 and he scores in the paint. I want my tall
Occasionally.
people to not next.
Occasionally, yeah.
Bullshit. Dave, he scores only in the paint because he can't shoot.
That's when he does score. You're right. He should be scoring 20, 25 points a game.
Dave, what does
only
he
get
score?
16.
And
About 16, 17.
I'd rather have 16 in the paint than 25 out there on there. That three-pointer don't do nothing, dude. Let me explain. Let me explain it again, because Jamal here, so he might not know. The reason why I say this, Jamal, is because basketball is played inside out. When you score on the inside, you put fouls on their big man, so my scrubby people can now come down the lane and score. That's the only reason why I want you to score on the inside. Put fouls on somebody.
Okay. I get that.
Anyway, all right. So
hold on. Let me just comment on that. My thing is, if a guy has a particular skill set, why change it? That's all I'm saying.
Add. Your skill set is your skill set, but you should add. I'm not saying that Ben shouldn't learn how to shoot. Apparently he does. He's just too damn scared to pull the trigger.
If he had a mid-range game, he'd be a lot deadlier on the offensive end.
He doesn't. That's why he should be playing in the paint and only in the paint.
But my thing is that he's a really good. I think he's a good ball handler and playmaker, and I think you're taking away from his game by making him play in the paint. I think he's a good point. I think he can play both.
You know why? Because I can pass like an MFer out of the paint.
Wasn't a good.
That's true. That's true. But also, he's a good passer on the break too, David. Come on now.
He is.
Magic Johnson was not a good jump shooter.
No, he was not.
He was better than Ben Simmons.
Oh, easily. There's a lot of people Magic Johnson's better than. That's not fair.
I mean, Ben Simmons is historically bad. I mean, he is a bad shooter.
Let me ask you. Can I ask you a question, David?
Sure.
Do you think Ben Simmons can win a championship with his particular skill set right now?
With the right players around him, yes. I like Ben Simmons.
Okay,
Don't get me
okay,
wrong.
Can't
okay.
we
That's all I want
all?
to know.
We can all win a championship with the right players
Oh, come on.
around us. Didn't Minnesota get rid of Jimmy Butler? Didn't Philadelphia get rid of Jimmy Butler?
And I'll never
then
understand that. Why
and
did
then
Philly
with the
get
right
Jimmy Butler?
players, with the right, if he wasn't playing LeBron, he'd have a ring. If the right players around whoever, you could do better. What are you saying with the right players around?
Oh, come on, man. You know what I'm talking about, man.
No, I
I'm
don't.
talking about, well, because you intentionally play obtuse
No,
to
they're
make.
just saying if Ben's on a good team, obviously, you know, you're not going to win a championship on a bad roster. But if you
If
put Ben on a championship roster, can he win a title with his particular skill
but
set? Was my question, and
if
I
if
think he.
if you're
Rondo
going,
is not a good jump shooter.
he
He
is
got
not.
2 rings now.
Oh, but he wasn't a main guy on any of those teams. He wasn't a top 3 guy on any of those teams.
The Celtics don't win without Rondo.
I
Okay,
totally agree
he's
with
still
that.
not a top 3 guy on that
No,
team.
not at all. I agree with that.
So you're talking about Ben Simmons being a top 3 guy on that team. If he's going to win playing point guard, he has got to have some lights out shooters, like really, really good
Why does he
shooters
have to
around
be
him.
a top 3 guy?
Because
He
I mean,
should be. He should be. But why
you're
does he have
right.
to?
Because
The
if he's
question.
not, the whole point of us talking about him is useless. Then he's just a role player. You don't want Ben Simmons to be a role player. You don't trade a role player for James Harden.
No, you don't.
Or
No,
so,
no, you
so
don't.
that's why he has to be.
Yep.
If you're putting that kind of value on him, he has to be one of your top 3 guys.
Yes, I agree with that.
Okay.
So that's all I'm saying.
Okay.
All right. So any free agents out there you're interested in? I haven't looked over the list a whole lot, but it doesn't look like there's going to be a big free agent class this year, man. I see Fred Van Fleet.
Fred, I sent y'all that message earlier about
Yeah,
Fred. Fred say I want the bag.
I ain't mad at it.
See,
No,
I'm
you
not.
gotta-
I'm sorry. I'm not a big Van Vliet fan, man. You're not there yet to be asking for the bag.
His bag ain't gonna be that big though.
No,
He
but
wouldn't.
for
He
him
would
it's
not
going to
start
be big.
for any other team in the NBA. I'm sorry. He's too small. He's not a big time scorer. Like he's good in Toronto's system. If you put him on, I don't think Van Vliet would. And this is me. He could prove me wrong. I just think that he's in the right system in Toronto.
I
But
agree with that.
if you put him on a team and gave him top dollars, you're gonna be disappointed.
What's top dollar for Van Fleet though? That's what I'm asking.
I would give Van Vliet about 5 to 8 million a year.
I
Dave.
think he's going to
But
get more
he's
than that.
asking for
I
like
didn't ask you that, Dave. What you got? What you gonna give him, Dave? What you gonna give him? He ain't
What am
gonna
I
be
going to
getting
give
no
him?
Chris Paul money.
No,
no,
Chris Paul.
no.
You're talking
He
about
ain't
25,
getting
30 million. for Chris
million.
Paul.
See,
I
you
might
saying
give him 10. I might give him 10.
I bet you he gets like 15 to 18.
He
And
has
that's
15 to
insane.
20.
it's
That's
not.
insane.
I don't disagree with you,
It's not. It's 15,
but I
15
bet you
to
that's what
18
he's going to. That's
for
what
a
he's going to.
championship point guard.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about right. There's people sitting on the bench, bro, to get $8 million. He ain't sitting on your bench.
And that's insane.
I mean,
$8 million is be
the
off. Come on.
market is what the market is.
No, I know. The
Oh,
money in the NBA is ridiculous.
here's one we need to talk about. Gordon Hayward. He's got a player option,
Nope.
and he's probably. I bet he's going to take the player option because it's $34 million.
That's right. That's
So
right. He
they're
ain't
going
gonna
to.
never ever see 34 million again.
You're right. So I'm sure he's on the trading block. Where does he go?
Not for 34 million. He gonna be in
Yeah.
Boston.
He
Nah.
might have to get released.
Because it's an expiring contract. It's a player option for 34 million, but you can trade for him, have him for 1 year, let him go.
And even at the halfway point, I'm
He
not
can't
giving.
stay healthy. Can't stay healthy. I'm a Gordon Hayward fan. I like
Mark-
his playmaking and shooting
Mark
ability.
my words. He
How
will
many
be
games
traded.
am I gonna get from him?
I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't know. You're
Traded,
right.
I
I mean,
promise you, Boston gonna pay part of that salary, and nobody want part of that 34 million.
I know I don't.
that's possible that happens. That
Like,
they
that's-
pay part of that salary. They pick
that's
some
Yeah,
of
they
it up.
have to. They
But
have to.
he's going to get traded. They're going to turn that team
But-
over
but
to Jalen
since-
Brown and Tatum.
It's already turned over to them.
Oh, I
But-
mean, but yeah. But you're paying that guy 34 million, which is more than anybody else.
I mean,
you
at
got to get rid
at
of him.
that point in time, he was gonna be the guy. But
Yeah.
injuries. I mean,
Yeah, man. Injuries got to him.
Injuries have ruined a lot of thousands of careers. But while we speaking of 15, 18 million, Marcus Smart get about 15 million.
I pay Marcus Smart whatever he wants. I'm
More
a
than
huge
Van Fleet.
Yeah, give me Marcus Smart. I know I'm gonna get ball handling, defense, tenacity, intangibles, effort, hustle plays. Yeah, I need a guy like Marcus Smart on my squad, and I'll get occasional flops every once in a while.
So
And stepping on somebody's
so you
ankle.
don't think that Fred Van Fleet is just a smaller version of Marcus Smart?
He don't play defense like Marcus Smart.
DeMarcus is an elite defender, though.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, like,
that's not
But
right.
he's a better
plays
shooter than
defense.
he's a better shooter. Van Fleet.
Is
You
he?
Yeah.
No, Van Fleet is a better shooter than Marcus.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
So
consistent.
and the NBA is increasingly more of an outside shooting kind of
Yeah.
thing. So
I don't know. I'm a huge Marcus Smart fan. I don't know
I
about
like
Van
I
Vliet.
like Marcus Smart. He's
Yeah.
from Flower Mound, right?
It's a
Yes,
flower.
sir.
It's a
Flower
flower mound.
Mound.
Right up the street here.
Which is crazy because he could score mad at Oklahoma City. Dude was just dropping buckets. And then you get to the NBA and now you're a defender, slasher. I'm like,
What I like about his game too, man. He could post up too. Marcus Smart, he could back you down.
So
I like that too.
with 2 feet in the paint.
Also, I'm looking at a couple guys here with player options: DeMar DeRozan and Andre Drummond. I think Drummond's probably going to pick up his option and then get traded too.
Van Vliet would be a good fit in San Antonio.
Where do you send Drummond, man? Where do you send Drummond?
Andre Drummond?
They don't have.
He's an old school center, man. I mean, who plays like that?
That's another guy I like the Mavs to go after.
But
I would love it too.
He fit good in him and Luke. That would be perfect for Andre Drummond. And they got the money too. Don't the Mavs have cap space?
I'm 100% with you. But
David, look that up, David. Don't the Mavs have some cap space?
They are.
Yes, they do. They do.
Yeah.
But if you got Luka, he can average almost 15 a game because he's gonna catch 6 lobs.
Yep.
Exactly. And then when KP's hurt, you got Drummond to fall back on.
And he can score 20. He can have 20 games.
It don't work. It don't work without KP. Though. Like
that was one of the biggest negatives for the Mavs were missing. I felt against the Clippers was the inability to get big rebounds. Drummond cleans that up.
Yeah, I agree 100%. That's why as much as I didn't like DeAndre Jordan because of what he did to the Mavericks the first time around with going back to the Clippers, he was a godsend here when he was here because he was just cleaning up the boards. So I'm looking at also Davis Bertrands, who I like out of Washington. Don't know where he's
the Lakers.
Lakers, I can see that.
That's a fit for the Lakers.
Montrezl Harrell, unrestricted out of LA Clippers. I don't
know about Montrezl. I think he's a system guy.
Yeah. Bogdan.
I think he should. I don't know where he's gonna go now that Doc ain't the coach. So
if I'm Montrezl, I stay in LA if I'm Montrezl.
You might not be used the same way, new coach.
That's true.
And a new coach bringing in heavy hitters for his assistants.
It's who is that new coach? Ty Lue, right?
Brought in, and then he brought in Chauncey Billups and Larry Drew.
Chauncey.
So he's trying to put together, a hitter staff too. So they might not be using you in the same way.
That's a good point.
So, all right, not a big class of like hard hitters, but some interesting guys out there.
Don't forget my boy DeMarcus. Mm-hmm.
Cousins.
Cousins.
He's going back to LA.
I think he's going back to Lakers. I think either I would say that it's not going to be JaVale, but JaVale has a player option, so he's going to take that in. So I think Dwight Howard is going to be the odd man out when DeMarcus come back.
Yeah, probably. We got Jay Crowder, Hassan Whiteside. I like Jay.
I love Jay Crowder. I'm so mad. I'm still mad the Mavs let him go, man.
Derek Favors. I would take him in Dallas if we can't get Andre Drummond.
He can rebound, but he don't defend like you think.
Yeah, he's not a good defender.
He rebounds because he's tall. He rebound his size, but he don't necessarily. You know what I mean? He ain't got a lot of 12 rebound games in his career.
No.
Yeah. Mark Gasol.
He's a
That'd
free
be it.
agent.
Yep, unrestricted. So Aaron Baines, I like him.
I like Aaron Baines too.
He might be getting a little bit of cash though. He might be
Yeah.
getting
Go back to
15.
Phoenix.
He might be getting 15 million in his in his bag too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So
crazy.
some
You gotta
interesting
Aaron
do
guys
Bell
out
is
there.
not 15.
I mean, me and Dave had this argument long before we started doing the podcast. The market is what the market is.
Yeah.
I mean, again, there's legitimate scrubs, NBA scrubs. I mean, by all means, because they would kill any one of us. But
Easily.
but NBA scrubs, and they just sit on the bench, make $5 million, bro.
That's
Oh,
insane.
I would love to
That
do
is
that.
insane.
You know
Yes.
who's out there because on the Bulls, I don't think he's going. I mean, he's restricted, but if somebody want to sign him and give him a little cash, I don't think the Bulls would match it. It's Otto Porter.
Yeah, I saw that too. I would take Otto. I like Otto
I like
Porter.
Otto Porter.
He can
But
play.
he can't stay healthy either.
Yeah.
He kind of fits in any system. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I'm just a little bit better than just a guy. You know, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? As a third, he's perfect as a third. You know what I mean? Like I ain't got no pressure on me. Just you know what I mean? Like, oop, I got an open shot. I'll take it. I'll hit it.
All right. So I think that's some good NBA stuff. Anything else you want to say about that? Or we can talk about NFL a little bit.
Obi Toppin.
I think Ray is on record as wanting Obi Toppin for the number 4 pick with the Chicago Bulls.
Y'all getting the kid from USC.
I'm just gonna try to relax, man. Look, I think we got a legit GM, got Billy Donovan. I ain't gonna be yelling at the screen. I'm gonna just let it play out. We ain't got no BS coach no more.
I'm gonna relax and hang out with Luka Doncic. I'm good.
Yeah.
You need to holler at his mama. That's all I'm gonna say.
Man, if I run into her, boy, you know I'm on her. I'll be like, hey.
I mean, she right, Dave. She fits all
perfect for you.
She fits. Yes, she fits all the things on Dave G's checklist.
No tattoos.
I don't know what you're talking about. NFL. Let's talk about some NFL. So
I wanted to get y'all's thoughts on this. Did y'all see the new rules come out today?
No.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's 2 rules that came out today. One is that if the season gets canceled due to COVID, they're going to have a 16-team playoff. 8 teams in the AFC, 8 teams in the NFC. Yeah. Yes. And there's going to be no bye week. So everybody will play on the first day of the playoffs. I saw that. And then the second one is they're now giving a compensatory pick to the team that hires a minority coach.
And no.
Or to the team that promotes him.
If you have a minority coach on your staff and he goes on, develop is the word. So if he take a head coaching job somewhere, they're going to give you a third round, a pick at the end of the third round.
Promotion.
Yes. It's an extension of the Rooney Rule.
Yeah.
The Rooney Rule worked until people started hiring the next guy on your staff. So like they would be like, oh, this is the coach in waiting. So that kind of took out the Rooney Rule. If you had a coach in waiting, you didn't have to go hire a minority or interview a minority. So the Rooney Rule stopped working. And so all it is an extension of that.
I'm not a fan. I don't know. I'm just not a fan of that. That's just my opinion.
I'd have to think about it some more.
Because you're
upside and downside. I mean,
if I'm an owner, I don't want to give up a draft pick for a coach. I don't know. I feel like it just takes away.
They're just giving you a third round pick.
No, I'm saying if I'm the coach, the coach that hires them doesn't get anything. They have to give up a pick.
No one loses a pick. You don't lose a pick. You just get a pick.
Yeah, that sounds like the team. But the team will get an extra pick.
The team that hires them has to give up a pick.
No.
That's what I heard.
Oh no. It sounds like they get another pick.
The league gives it to them?
Yes.
Okay.
The league
made it sound like the team that hires them has to give up a pick.
No, the way you understand it, I would be like, no.
Yeah.
Why would I hire these dudes?
Okay.
Why would I hire these dudes? No, I ain't hiring nobody.
Okay. If the league gives it to them, okay, I'm cool with that. But I was like,
that's like a penalty.
Yeah. So the only negative is they say it's a third round pick at the end. So basically, picks
It's a
are.
fourth round pick.
I mean, it's a fourth round pick. Or you can look at it however you want. The difference is it's money though, Dave. Third round and fourth rounds, the money starts to change. So so it's good for the player,
I see.
but they're just adding picks. So basically, if it's only 100 picks in the third round, we're now saying it's 101 or it's now 105. Next year, we're still go back to 100 because nobody got promoted. So, I mean, like, it really doesn't hurt. It's just a matter of some players going to get another opportunity. A coach got an opportunity. So, I mean, I'm okay with it, I guess, because I can't find a negative in it as of yet.
I don't know. I'll have to wait and see. I'm not a fan of it just yet. It's like, just hire a guy. Why you got to give a pick for it?
Well, it's
If he's qualified, he's qualified.
Affirmative action type. Yeah, but I get why they're doing it. Because there's
Because
those
the
teams
Rooney
out there
Rule stopped working, right?
And
mean,
eventually
look,
this will stop working too. They'll
There's
work
no
around
Mike
it.
Tomlin without the Rooney Rule, so it's hard to argue against it. And Jamal, you and I both love Shaka Smart when he got the job, but hey, black or white, if you ain't winning, you got to go.
Yeah.
like I don't listen, I'm cool with giving anybody an opportunity. If minorities need an extra look, that's cool too. But if you ain't winning, you got to go.
But see, that's my thing about it. It's like Shaka Smart got hired without a rule. Why we got to put rules in place to get minorities hired? I don't know.
You shouldn't have to, but I understand why they do it. I mean, I
I'm
really
just not
do
with it. I'm just not with it.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way, man. I hate that you have to put a rule.
They might not get it.
Oh no, I understand it. Like I said, I understand why they do it. I'm not a fan of them having to do stuff like that, but I understand why they do it. I
Gotcha.
I wish it didn't have to be that way, and that people just say, "Hey, look, this guy. We think this guy's gonna be a good coach. Let's get him. I don't care what color he is."
Speaking of coaches that's got to go and just happen to be black, I like dude too.
Who?
What's the Chargers coach?
Oh, Anthony Lynn.
Man, you gotta go, bro.
Yeah, he gotta go, man.
You gotta go. You
He can't finish games.
You gotta find a way to win some of them, bro. Like, if I'm like black people, listen to me. We can't be mad about this. When Anthony Lynn get fired, he earned it.
You can't keep finishing every year the best team that loses close games.
That is not an accomplishment.
That is true, man.
No,
you do not want that one on your record.
Every game they lose by 7 points or less. It's like an NFL record every year.
You know what I mean? Like, and he's gonna try to at the end of the year say, "Hey, man, I developed the hell out of Justin Herbert." To what end, though?
He was already good, man. He didn't develop nothing. Justin Herbert came in being a baller.
Yeah, wow. I agree with that.
I mean, you know what? If he's there for 2 or 3 years, and then he steps up and becomes the guy he is right now, then you developed him, yeah. But straight away, he jumped in like second game, and he was doing pretty well.
Right. So I guess them plays he made up don't mean nothing. All right.
What's going to save Anthony Lynn's job is going to be COVID. They're going to give him one more year.
Maybe. If Austin Eckler comes back and all of a sudden they run off like 6
they lost Austin Eckler, and then they lost
Phil Rivers.
Everybody lost somebody.
Melvin Ingram.
Melvin Gordon.
Hey,
no, there's a pass rusher. Melvin Ingram.
I'll be honest with you. Every coach that don't make the playoffs this year with eight playoff spot, all y'all should get fired. Like, wait, they letting in everybody. Yep. They let in half the league. As an owner, I gotta consider firing you. I have to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I have to consider it.
Yeah.
But then you got to think about it. No off season, no regular training camp. You know how they're gonna spin it. Well, I didn't have this. I didn't have this.
There's lots of reasons, and I think we discovered this year. I feel this way that preseason does matter a little bit.
Yeah. No preseason games.
I mean, take it down to 2 games, 3 games. Whatever. I think it matters.
I agree with you.
So Ray doesn't.
Matters to the owner.
No, it lets you know.
Matters to the coach.
Hey, man, no. Hey, man, coaches get paid a lot of money. You need to figure that out in training camp. Clemson ain't Clemson didn't have no preseason game. Alabama didn't have no preseason game. Ohio State didn't have no preseason game. They seem to just come right on in, play their game, and do well.
Quality of talent less in college and NFL. Come on now, stop that, Ray.
Yeah, that's true.
All you can do is
There's a
play
lot more
in front of.
talent. There's a lot more talent that goes to Clemson
And they
Alabama.
all get paid more than they do at Ohio State. Do your damn job.
And then a lot more talent on those teams than the teams they play.
You getting paid though, bro.
But you got to work your king side and get the rust off. That's what the
preseason. No, bro, ain't no. Let y'all because let me be the coach. I tell you right now, bro, you go out here and lose this game, and my family can't eat. I'm gonna have to holler at you, partner. I'm gonna have to holler at you. I'm just like
anyway. Get a better NFL job and show him that you need preseason games. I don't want an apology.
Yeah. All right, so moving on.
I guess Patriots would have been better if they'd had some preseason game. Get them out of here, man.
I got one bullet point.
Grown men make grown men money.
All right, I got one bullet point here. Cowboys suck. Moving on.
That's cool. We do. We do. Carolina ain't better.
Oh no, they're not.
You're disrespectful.
You know what?
You're disrespectful, Dave. Dave, you can't bring your guest on and then diss them like that. You know what I mean?
Sorry.
You can't. I
expected it. It's okay. I already prepared.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
So, but you're right. Hey, you know what? I am not displeased with the Panthers' offense and the way they've looked so far this year. So they haven't won a lot, but the offense, especially without Weapon X, it has looked better than I thought it would. So
Matt Rule can coach a little bit, bro.
Yeah, he can.
So I think people forgot that he used to coach in the NFL. He was an assistant in the NFL before he took the job at Rutgers and then went on to Baylor. So he had a clue, but he meshes his college system and his pro system about as well as Kingsbury does in Arizona. We're gonna do a little bit of this and a little bit of that and see how it works out. So
I like him. He
just got to get some more talent.
Right on. So I was glad to see this week that Brady got his ass kicked by the Saints.
Drew Brees.
They got smashed.
Yeah, I turned it off at halftime.
38-3.
Yeah, it was bad.
Eat it, Tom Brady.
Man. I had people talking trash to me because I had benched Aaron Rodgers for Drew Brees in my fantasy league. I'm like, y'all just watch, man. Drew gonna put on the show. Yeah. I ain't know he was gonna do it like that though.
Yeah. That's a good switch. That's a good switch.
My only problem with it is that he spread the ball around too much, and I got Alvin Kamara and Michael Thomas in separate leagues, but my boys did not get the ball enough.
My leagues.
He did not catch enough passes in that game, man. Quit spreading it around so much, Drew.
Your players are quarterback. Damn it.
Yeah, that's right.
Every play needs to go to either Kamara or Michael Thomas.
That's right.
No Traquan Smith.
That's
no
right.
Jared Cook.
Traquan looked good too.
He had one catch.
He looked great on that catch.
That was one catch. Thomas didn't get.
Wide open.
So, Lamar Jackson says that defenses are calling out the Ravens' plays, and he said that they're saying stuff like "run," like calling out that it's going to be a run. And I'm like, "You're the Ravens, duh."
Yeah. Oh my gosh, they watch film. Wow, what a concept! How dare you watch film?
So he's saying their offense is too predictable. I'm like, yeah, you guys are going to run the ball, man. That's what's going to happen. Yeah.
No, they're not. They're getting film on the Ravens.
You're right.
I put it all in Lamar's lap. You and I already talked about this day about, hey man, Patrick and Lamar are going to come back to the fold a little bit. Lamar has come all the way back almost, but he is not. He don't look like he progressed at all to me. He looked like the same quarterback, the same everything, and obviously, if you don't come back better. Everybody I'm looking at plays. I'm watching film, and you doing the same thing. Of course, they gonna know what your plays are.
Exactly.
And you're not a good enough passer to overcome it. And
I was just about to say that.
Get better. So did Dez Bryant catch anything this week? I didn't see.
He didn't even play.
Oh, he was active,
and he was blocking.
Yeah, I told you.
Oh, he got on the field.
Yeah.
I didn't
came in.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah, because they made a big deal about it on TV.
Ray and I talked about what it would take for him to be successful, and we decided on like 40 catches, something like
Yes.
that. And I took
said
the
40.
under.
30 to
Yeah,
40, yeah.
I took the under. I said
I
I
took
don't think he's gonna
45.
catch it.
I took the
Yeah,
over. I said he'd be at 45. Season ain't over, day.
I know.
It ain't.
That's just one game.
Man,
I'm
he
just
got
saying.
a lot. That's a lot of catches in less time, man. You think he gonna get 45 and what? They got 8 games left, 7 games left.
Well,
Oh
they ain't got
man,
nobody else to catch the damn ball except for the
I,
tight end.
but that's why they're gonna
Everybody,
run.
everybody else is.
they got my boy Duvernay.
They run deep. He
Yeah,
run deep.
they got
Hollywood,
Willie Sneak,
Hollywood run deep.
I don't
That's
think.
it's a
Brown.
perfect fit for him to come right underneath.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I mean,
I
It's
don't
gonna
think he's gonna get
tough to
30
get
catches.
45 though.
All right. So
maybe he needed a preseason.
Hey,
so my last question, that's just all I have on the NFL
Okay.
Is Dalvin Cook the MVP so far?
Yes, if his team was
Oh.
4-4.
No. Who you say?
Oh.
Who you say, Jamal?
That's tough, man. That's tough. I want to say Russ. I want to say Russell Wilson, but I might have to go with Josh Allen.
I don't see Josh Allen. His stats look impressive, but there are so many.
Dude, when's the last time the Bills were anything? You got to give it to Josh Allen. Got to be first, right?
His receivers are not that great either.
Well, you almost made me slam this damn thing down.
Oh,
Stephon Diggs is the shiznit.
Yes.
Yeah. What's he doing so far this year?
He doing real good on my fantasy team. I know that.
Okay,
I'm
outside
averaging about 12 points. So
outside
12 points is what, like 120 yards?
Outside of Stephon, who they got Cole Beasley, he's a slot receiver. He's a decent slot receiver.
Right? Or Knox. They got Knox, the tight end, Knox.
Yeah.
That's all they got.
So he's doing a great job with guys that I would say are less than Pro Bowlers, except for Diggs.
Take Josh Allen off that team. How good are they? They got no running game. He is their running game. And their defense is.
And they were supposed to have a running game.
They were.
Defense is legit now. Defense.
Yeah.
They've had some bad games this year.
They have, but Oliver is still a beast. He can't hurt them.
I like Oliver.
But I back to what I said. Man, at this point of the season, and there's still a lot of games to go, I would say Dalvin Cook is the MVP.
I'm only saying Dalvin.
They have a winning record though, Dave.
I did say if they were 4-4, but they got 3 wins and they got 3 Dalvin Cook wins. They got 3 wins only because of Dalvin Cook. Josh Allen did throw the ball to Stephon. He did have a little bit of help. Russell had a little bit of help. Dalvin Cook didn't get no help. He got 3 victories for the Vikings. That's today. Next week, I'll probably be back on the Russ bandwagon because the week before it was Russ. Russ had a down week. Dalvin, put up another 200 yards, but it's in the end, it's going to be Russell Wilson.
Yeah, I'm sticking with Josh Allen. I think Josh Allen gets it.
I think they finna come back to it's about to look nasty in the last 4. I think they go 500 the rest of the way to Buffalo Bills.
Buffalo?
Really?
I think Miami is better. I think Miami's better than we give them credit for. I think it's Tua time, baby. It's Tua time.
I try to tell David that about Tua. He's like, we haven't seen him play.
Tua time.
Football.
Well, don't talk to me like I don't appreciate Tua. The first game I ever saw him play he hadn't thrown 2 passes, and I turned to Scott, whose daughter was at Alabama at the time and is still at Alabama in law school. I turned to him and said, that guy's going to play on Sunday. That guy has got an arm. That guy is accurate. He's going to play.
He looks like he looks like Steve Young to me when he throws it.
He's extremely fundamentally sound. Good footwork, nice mechanics. I like Tua. And
he ran well this last week too, man. I hadn't seen him really run since that hip injury, but he took off and
that's an impressive.
Looked pretty speedy
at Arizona.
Yeah. So, all right, you guys got anything else for the NFL?
And nada.
You don't want to talk about the Bears? You don't want to talk about your quarterback situation? Now, you messing with me about my Cowboys. Let's talk about Nick Foles and Trubisky. Don't give me that look.
With the number 1 pick, the Bears select
Sunshine.
any damn quarterback. in college got to be better than what we got right now.
If you got 2 quarterbacks, you got none.
We do have a half quarterback. We ain't got two. Trubisky ain't ever gonna play. He might, maybe Bill will pick him up next year. I'm gonna tell y'all why since you want to bring up my Bears, I'm gonna tell you who the quarterback gonna be. Ready?
All right.
Next year's team, Sam Darnold.
Really?
Of the Bears? Yeah, Jets might get rid of him. I can't.
Yeah.
They're drafting a quarterback in the first round. Sam Darnold got to go somewhere. Like, I'm not saying we're not going to draft a quarterback. I just think he'll be the one with the first shot at it.
Do you want Sam Darnold?
Man, at this point, I'm going to try out everybody. Can you throw a damn ball?
I haven't seen enough from Sam Darnold to say he's not a good quarterback. He's always hurt. He got mono. He got a shoulder injury.
This is what I know. People leave Adam Gase, and all of a sudden they better.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping.
Adam Gase isn't going to be there next year. So maybe
Ryan Tannehill looking good.
Ryan Tannehill looking real good. You leave Adam Gase, and you're a Pro Bowler.
Man, you know what? I'm tripping. You know what? I changed my MVP pick. I got to give it to Big Ben, man. You 8-0. I got to give it to Ben Roethlisberger. I'm disrespecting Ben Roethlisberger. I am.
I say he might be in the conversation, but I'd say Russ Wilson is still.
I mean, I really think it's
8-0 is 8-0.
The reason why I only say Russ is because I keep hearing for the last up until that one bad week he had. Was it last week or week before last when he had a bad week? But all you heard was Russell Wilson has never got an MVP vote. Now you hearing Ben Roethlisberger never got an MVP. So one of them cats is going to win because there's writers that's going, damn, he didn't get a vote. Now they feeling a little like, I mean, the dude can play. How did I not?
But don't give him a vote just because you feel sorry for him. I hate
that.
They're going to
get Super Bowl MVP.
But they're going to do
it. Did either one of them get a Super Bowl MVP?
No, Ben does not have a Super Bowl MVP. They gave it to Santonio Holmes.
And should he?
And then the first one, I think they gave it to Hines Ward.
What about Russ?
No, they gave that to a linebacker. I forgot the guy's name.
Oh, all right. So there you go. There's your quarterback talk. So you want to move on? We do a segment called "You Suck."
I like this.
So just anything during your week or any sort of thing you want to say, hey, you suck. You got anything for you suck this week, Ray?
Yes, for you suck, I want to give a you suck to Cox Cable. Cox Cable suck Cox. Let me tell you what.
Okay.
I got a notice for 2. They told us 3 days. They gave us an email a week and then sent the letter out say, hey, you're going to be without service. I was like, okay, well, that's cool. At least they gave us a notice, right? Now, I work from home, so I need my internet. So, but when? Like, you telling me 2 days, it's going to be on this day. But when? So I could, plan for. So we get on the phone and call and talk to these people, and they said, well, it's either going to be between 5 a.m. and 12 noon or 12 noon and 5 p.m. What? That doesn't help.
No.
So now,
that's like most of the day.
So now,
you got to go in.
This space that I'm in right now used to be my monitor and my computer and all my work stuff. It's in a bag. I got to go take all of my to a coworker's house, and I got to go to somebody else's house and work tomorrow. Cox Cable, you suck.
All right. So, for you suck this week, I got daylight savings time. Because it's not only.
Okay.
Well, I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. Because it's not only daylight savings time. It's that the daylight hours are less in the winter. So we're getting there, and I've been riding my bike a lot over the last 7 to 10 months. And so when I used to get home and I'd go, I'd ride 20 miles and then get home and it's, 6:30, 7 o'clock and there's still a little bit of light left. But I can't do that now. So I lost a bunch of weight this summer. I probably put on, 2 or 3 pounds back on already because I'm not able to ride out there during the weekdays. I can still ride on the weekend, but because of that, man, I'm missing riding my bike a lot, not feeling as good as I was. And so daylight savings time, you suck.
Okay.
So that's what I got. You got anything for you suck, Jamal?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to throw myself in for you suck. I went 0-3 in fantasy this week. David killed me. Oh, and then one of my fantasy games, I beat myself. I benched CD Lamb and lost by a point.
Oh,
Because
so
the
how
guy's
did
got
I
me
beat you?
nothing the last 3 weeks. So I was like, okay, let me start somebody else. Oh, that was stupid. I lost by one stinking point. So I'm throwing myself for you suck.
All right. We don't think you suck. We appreciate you for coming on. But how did my team beat yours this week? With
How?
Dalvin Cook.
Yes. Yes. 38 points.
I got another you suck.
Okay.
I just thought of that. People that lowball you on trade offers in fantasy football.
Yes. Amen.
I ain't
Amen.
no specifics, but if you if I I gotta like it's not a hard and fast rule, but just sort of a words to live by. If you come from my number one player, your number one player better be involved in that conversation.
Seriously, don't give me 3 number 5s.
All right. If
will you
my
take
number
will
one
you take 3 number 2s?
maybe,
No. Okay, I
but
would.
Three,
but the,
three, not
but
two. Three
but
number
but you
twos.
can only have one number two on your team. So,
Exactly.
But I
but
take but I take several number 2s a day.
yeah, all right. Well, you can only have one on your team. So, in any event,
Yeah,
don't
I'm with
don't
you on
come
that day.
don't come from my number one player when my number one player is a top five player in NFL fantasy and expect me to give him up for guys that you wouldn't even keep next year
Seriously.
on a three keeper league. So, but anyway, that's like I said, no names, no nothing like that. But man, you got to
Say
be
it.
better.
Say their name. Say
I'm
their
not.
name.
I'm not gonna say
No,
it.
don't name drop. They know who
I
they
just,
are.
yeah, but I just,
No, they don't.
gosh, I
No,
got
they
some.
don't. They
I
think
mean,
they
come on.
gave good deals.
I don't. I mean, 600 yards, 500 yards, and six touchdowns in the last 2 weeks. So, and you're asking no anyway. But I digress. So that was my second. You suck. I overindulged on the you suck.
It's
Um,
okay.
then
Who
we do
made that
like
massive trade in our league today? That was a massive trade. 10-player trade. Oh
yeah.
my!
That was that.
we
I
won't
saw that. I'm like, you might as well just drafted all these guys.
we won't get into it. So, but anyway, you and at the end of the show we do Ray's rumination where he can speak on anything he wants inside or outside of sports. And then what you got, Ray? You got anything for
For
that?
Ray's reminiscence today, I just want to give a shout out to Herbie. Rest in peace to Herbie. He is dying slowly but surely. It's sad, but it's also good because Herbie is my belly. So
All
that's why
right,
I named Herbie. But
Okay.
because he looked like
I'm back.
the Volkswagen Bug.
I'm back on my eating plan, and I'm hungry. But I'm gonna stay disciplined, except for on Thanksgiving Day. Man, I just got an invite, and I saw the list. I should have get. Let me just give a shout out to Ann Felicia at my job while I'm at it. Thank you, Ann Felicia, for letting me come because I had too many white Thanksgivings in my last 10, 12, 15 years. I'm ready to eat some dressing. I'm tired of stuffing. So let me give a shout out to Aunt Felicia for that. But yeah, so Herbie gonna get it. You're gonna get a 1 day pass on Thanksgiving. But up until that, you're gonna be out of there.
Right on,
Right
right
on.
on. So for Dave's dialogue, which is up next, I'll just say I'm still in the middle of this moving thing, man. If I turn my camera around this way, it looks like a tornado hit this place. I got a lot of the big stuff out already. I still got a lot of big stuff to do, but y'all are all invited to my move day when I do that.
Okay.
So come on by, and that's all I have. So we'll throw it to Jamal for Jamal's jam. And if you got anything to say that didn't in sports related or bring up, you can go ahead and do that now, or you can just say, "Hey, you didn't prepare something." However you want to do it.
Uh, I,
We're springing
I
this
really,
on you.
I really kind of like got another you stuck.
All
All
right, go
right.
ahead.
Yeah, I'm just the people that are out there that run scams. Like y'all suck. I got my wife was looking for a car online, and she found this great deal. It was a Tahoe, and it was like worth. It was 2009. It had like 78,000 miles on it, and it was worth $15,000. But they were selling it for $1,800. And yeah, red flag, right? And so the she was asking the lady. I don't even know if it was a lady because it was a scam. So I don't even know if it was a lady. It was through email, no phone number, no nothing. And so the lady that was selling the car allegedly was telling us that the reason why it was so cheap because they were trying to get rid of it really quick, and her son died. That's why. We got a sob story. Son died in a car accident, and we're trying to get rid of this car or whatever. I forgot what the excuse was or how she said he died, but yeah. So they were selling it because of that, because of bad memories, and we don't get paid for another 2 weeks. So we were asking the lady if we could get and save the car until we get the money, and then they're like, "Oh no, we got to get rid of it in 48 hours." Yeah. So we're scrambling around trying to find this money, and it was so annoying. They end up sending us an invoice, and on the invoice it says that you have to purchase gift cards to purchase the car. It's like an eBay motor site. Yeah, so we ended up getting like $1,300 stuck with us in gift cards. Yeah, so screw people that do scams. It was a total scam. So now I'm stuck out of this $1,300, and I got to figure out how to get our money back. I hate scams. So I should have said that during the "You Suck" set. That's what I got.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen.
Amen
Th-
to that. And
Those.
you got something else there?
No, do your thing.
All right, and that's the show. If you like it, don't forget to hit subscribe and hit like. And if you don't like it, go ahead and subscribe and hit like anyway. It ain't gonna hurt nothing. But we just really appreciate you listening to us talk about our life and sports and our life through sports and radio on your internet or your radio or your Bluetooth speakers. We don't do it to be attention seekers. We just do it because we're just two brothers talking about sports, better known to you better as.
Preachers from the bleachers.
Peace.
Thanks for coming, Jamal.
Thanks, guys, for having me. Y'all have a good one.
All right.